Any particular games you like to play? No, I'm down for whatever. If you want to try a new game together, we could try something random, new. If you want to go do an old standby, I don't mind. I don't mind going into, you know, we could play Fortnite, DBD, anything like that. Like anything really. Just let me know. I'm gonna do it. Listen, I got faith in you, brother. I think you can push yourself to do it, but you're gonna have to push yourself hard. This is gonna be outside of your comfort zone. And let's be real. You gotta take care of yourself first and foremost. So there's gonna be no shame if you do have to take a break. I might be dragging ass last few hours. I'm gonna get through it. The best thing you can do, I think, is the second you start feeling like you're gonna have to start dragging ass, take a break, take a long break. Take a 45-minute break. Put on some videos or something. Go for a walk outside for 10 minutes. Jump in the shower for 10 minutes. Have a conversation with someone face to face. Detox your brain from staring at the screen for a bit before you come back. Prep really healthy food too. Junk food's gonna crash you. 100% facts. Big time facts. The last time I did a long stream, I made the mistake of preparing nothing. The first subathon that I did, it went for like 19 and a half hours or something. I was eating like, I had carrots and celery sticks ready. I had a big box of raisins that I was going through. I prepped fried rice in the fridge so I can have fried rice with a bunch of veggies and stuff in it. I had carbs for long-term energy. I have tried to avoid caffeine. I had ice water. I had Gatorade. I had electrolyte powder that I was putting in the water by the end of it. I had a bunch of shit. It's definitely important to stay on top of that. Stay hydrated. And yeah, food that your body likes will keep you moving forward. I got 4 cucumbers in the fridge. Whenever I feel hungry late at night, I just eat a cucumber. And I've been feeling better for it. Sometimes I'd eat food and I'd go to bed within a couple hours and I'd literally have nightmares. My body like processing food. Like my body breaking down food would literally give me nightmares and I'd wake up with massive heartburn. Ever since I switched to just eating like fruits and vegetables after like 7 p.m., it's been much better. You can have some of my turkey. I'm making a whole turkey right now. We will definitely have leftovers on Friday. I gotta make plans. I'm gonna take the turkey and I'm gonna practice carving the turkey. I'm gonna try, carve off all the breast meat and carve the thighs apart and get the wings out and stuff like that. And then I'm probably inevitably gonna do a pretty shitty job of it because I've never carved a turkey before. The rest of that corpse I'm gonna put into a fucking pot with all the leftover meat still on it, and then just boil the shit out of it, and hopefully most of the meat falls off. Try to make a hard stock out of it, and then put that in the freezer. I got a couple gallon ice cream containers. Probably about 70% of this turkey is going to end up in soup form that I can freeze for weeks at a time. Yeah, I mean, my plans for Friday was like, I wasn't going to make any plans for Friday. I was just gonna be around, and if you wanted to call on me, then I could jump in for whatever. But like, I'm down for like anything. Like I said, if there's a game you want to try that we haven't played before, then we could try that. But if you want me to get me in there for something tried and true, just let me know. Because like, there's a bunch of games that I played. Like, we played PlateUp, we played Overcooked. I mean, obviously we got Devour and like Outlast Trials, DBD. I mean, I don't know how many of these games you actually have, but I got loads of multiplayer games I played recently with people that have all been super fun. I recently got gifted Lockdown Protocol by Faith. I don't know if we want to do a Lockdown Protocol sesh. I think I saw you had Lockdown Protocol, right? I think I saw your name. Yeah, you've played previously. You do, yeah? Yeah, see, even a game like that, I've never played it before, but I'd be down to try. Yeah, like anything. Pretty much anything I'll be down to get involved in. And I didn't know, like, I don't know how many people you've talked to that you want to play with. If you've organized some bigger multiplayer games to play with people. If you're going to do things in batches. Like, if you're planning on doing a couple hours of one game with one person, a couple hours of another game with another person kind of thing. So, I don't know what you got planned. I was just leaving it up in the air, so I made no plans for myself. I'm just gonna be ready for when you want a game, and I'll be down to play whatever.
Level up completed.
75 cons. We're gaming. We're almost at 20k points. This is my first time at Wintertot since they made the changes. They made it so that there's no point cap anymore. You used to not get any more loot rolls after 13,500. That was a 28 loot rolls, and that would be like a full inventory worth of loot. So the loot box would prevent you. Well, you could get more than 13.5k, but it would always just remain 28 loot pulls. But now they changed how looting works, so I can just get a million billion points. Well, yeah, I was gonna get Dale and Dawson too, because people were actually getting on top of that game. I would absolutely fucking love to play that game with people. It looks unbelievable. Pretty much, like a dozen of my like content creators I watch have slowly made the rounds through playing Dale and Dawson. And every single time I watch people play it, it always ends up making me laugh like a fucking child. I get giddy watching that shit. It's always the funniest shit in the world. They just peak content. Inevitably, somebody walks in on somebody else taking a shit during the game, and it's the funniest thing in the world 100% of the time. Hello, Relight. This is also my first time holding my Bruma torch in my offhand. It's very funny. I got my axe in one hand and my torch in the other. I'm gaming. 25 million fire making XP is a task. Part of me is tempted to go for 25 and then go out and loot the loot that I've gotten from doing this so far. And then if I don't have the boots, go until 35. Who is that playing alongside you? This is an NPC. It's just a pyromancer. He's the guy that's like casting the spell to throw the fire from this brazier into this raging storm. We're like throwing fire into the snowstorm to try to weaken its power so that it doesn't erupt out of the chasm it lives in and take over the land of Arceus. There's like these doors. The doors of Din are what they're called. They're in the distance. You can barely see them. But in one of the quests in the game, you help strengthen the doors of Din so that it keeps the Wintertot at bay. This is like a demonic snowstorm. Every so often, the bits of snow come together and like make a demon face for like a split second. It's kind of a cool design. This is the first skilling boss they ever added to the game, and it's some of the better content in the game. I'm not gonna lie. It definitely made a skill go from being pretty much irrelevant dead content to like something that people actively want to train early in their accounts because it's a lot more engaging and it's a lot more, you get a lot more from it. than old fire making used to be. But yeah, I'm specifically in a world by myself, playing by myself, because if other people are here, then they run the risk of getting the winter dot energy down to 0 by like overfeeding the brazier, keeping too many of them active. I'm trying to edge the winter dot around low percent to keep it alive while also minimizing the amount of damage it does to me. See, like this pyromancer over here fell over. Help me. I take more concoctions. That's what I use to heal me and the pyromancers. I've gotten like 2 woodcutting levels doing my winter talk grind. My alt has been mining pure essence for the past like day and a half. My alt is about to hit 8 million mining XP, and it's gotten 4.8 million of that XP from Equilibrium. Equilibrium deniers are in shambles. Copium. Yeah, I think in 2 million more XP, we'll hit the 25 million fire making mark. It'll be another task checked off the list, and I can go loot and see if I get the boots. The boots are the last thing I need to finish this outfit. I'll probably inevitably be coming back to finish the 50 million fire making XP, but I'm bound to be getting loads of XP from doing Shades of Morton, which is not something I'm excited to do, but something I probably should do, because there's open a bronze chest, burn 20 pyro logs, open a black chest, defeat a fire shade, obtain a piece of zealot robe, and a full set of zealot robe, and open a gold chest. So there's 7 fucking tasks associated with Shades of Morton fire making. So I'll probably gain a handful of fire making XP going to grind them shits out. Taking so much damage all of a sudden. Gotta keep this guy's percentage lower. The winter taunt, once the winter taunt energy gets to like 5 or 6%, he barely hits you. I am enjoying the changes they made to this mini game, though. This skilling boss. Freak out. Yeah, so you let me know what you want to do, Clinton, and I'll make sure that I got everything installed and updated on my PC that you might want to play together. I recently played with the Clinks, and it really changed my outlook on how to play Dota. I've studied him. I think we will see better results in our future games. Get out of here with that shit, Bunker. You're about to give me a fucking mental breakdown, bro. God damn that Clinks. The best combo of playing like complete ass and never shutting the fuck up. Oh god. I don't even know why I play Dota anymore. I can predict the outcome of every match. I go 13-6. I get constantly ganked past the 25-minute mark. I never have all 5 teammates show up to a team fight, and I lose. That's pretty much just the cycle of Dota. I like ass and never shutting up. Well, then you love this Clanks. The man is a walking ass. He is the human embodiment of ass. What are you up to, Dan? Hey, Alex, he made it home. Want to play Dota, Dan? You sound like you'd be good. Say yes. See what happens. That. Say that, actually. Alex made it home. Time for RuneScape. Dota is not my type of vibe. Which part of it? I thought you said you liked ass. That game is fully ass. I am Holmes. Call Alex Sherlock because he is Holmes. How you doing today? I had a good day so far today. My day's been uneventful. Just drove into town to get some food and put a turkey in the oven. I'm trying a new turkey cooking method. I'm deciding that I'm gonna just give up on all the conventional tips for turkey and just treat turkey like I'd treat any other overly unfriendly cut of meat, and that's by cooking it low and slow for like 10 hours. So I'll let you know how the turkey turns out. I gotta crank the heat up on the oven at 1:45 a.m. and then after 40 minutes it'll be done. And then I'll probably leave it on the counter resting until I wake up. Cover it in foil and just let it sit there for a bit. Hopefully when I wake up in the morning it will have some juice left inside of it. There's too much else other than just ass. It's mostly just ass. Can I interest you in the First Descendant? There's a lot of ass in that. I was reading a conversation someone had on Twitter. They were like, it was one of those like Gamergate fucking DEI in games weirdos. And he was just like, he's like talking about First Descendant, and he's like talking about how it's bigger than Warframe. It's like, there's no other game that comes even close in the genre. Just like if you take Warframe out of the picture, then like no other game comes even close. And then somebody responded with like 7 other games that all had higher peaks and concurrent player counts, like Destiny and stuff like that, being like, oh yeah, no other games? No other games? Out of all the relevant games in the genre, it's actually last place by a fucking metric mile. It turns out that if all you have is fucking jiggle physics, then the game actually sucks. I tried to do hard mode top with that 2-tick major. Because of the autocast animation, he kept AFKing and the blood splats. Physically, he didn't look like he was on it, but he was taking the taking the damage and healing the boss. Wait, autocast? Why the fuck is he autocasting, bro? He doesn't have a powered staff to use. His best in slot is Aram. Oh, so he just fucking shit the bed on his region choices. Hold on there, jiggle physics can do some work for a game. The only games that I've seen that feature jiggle physics as like a prominent aspect to them would have been much better if they spent that time invested somewhere else. Like when DBD updated their jiggle physics. DBD is like one of the worst games I've ever played in my life. What are they doing adding jiggle physics? First Descendant had a good launch and that's it. It was good, not great, and the main thing keeping them going is the fan service skins. Yeah, games like that are inevitably going to fail. He has Corendon Mori. I mean, I know I'm a proponent for picking the content you like and having the relics and regions fall in afterwards, but sounds like he's a fucking idiot. Sounds like he really scuffed the picks. Hopefully he's going to pick something decent for his, I mean, you know, Koren's not the worst for mage, I guess. You can get Ancestral, so that's good. I guess he probably should be grinding in Cox for maybe a Shadow so that he could do top properly. That might be his best call.
Level up completed.
Oh, got 94 mining on the alt. The alt's looking good. We can see I've been chilling at Pure Essence, filling up my pouch and letting it go. We got we got we got some herbage here. We got even more in the bank as well. Definitely probably have 99 plus herb banked by now. On top of the fact that I've gotten to 76 herb lore pretty much passively from Friendly Forager. You can see out of the 8 million mining experience I have, almost 5 million of it is from Equilibrium. So that's funny. I got this too, the Chiranwin Echo Orb. I was doing some Echo Hunlip earlier. The Echo Hunlip is pretty chill, actually. Yeah, First Descendant, it was like, if the game was as popular as talking about the game on Twitter was, then it would be, in the stratosphere. But unfortunately, it was mostly just used as a talking point by people who have no fucking clue what they're talking about. And whose actual idea of gaming is like logging on to WoW Classic for 3 hours a week. It has worse drop rates for simpler things than most games I played, with really no drop to make the grind worth it until you get the one drop. That's what I'm hearing about a summary of PoE 2 right now. I see people talking about how fucking tedious and how the item grind is, how dog shit they did the item grind this time around. It turns out that if people invest a bunch of time into a game, they want rewards in the game for doing that. It's a crazy concept. Who would have thunk it? I don't know why I'm fletching these. I guess I'm going to get a lot of pulls. Jellies are next for hard clues and superiors. Probably I'd probably go jellies for clues and Araxites for superiors. And that's, I mean, if you really want to prioritize clues, like, then yeah, I'd probably hit up jellies. But like otherwise, for the most part, for the first few weeks of leagues at least, clues should be pretty much passive. Like I wouldn't prioritize clues until you're done woodcutting, done fishing, done mining, because you're gonna get loads of clues through those actions. Basically, no worth for common drops. The rare drops are stuff they could have made common, but they inflated the drop rates to add less to the game overall. So, like, the game's artificially inflated playtime by making it shit to grind all the items that you need to get. I need to grind 100 superiors on task and get 50 million mage XP. Oh, yeah, you're a non-golden god gamer. I mean, if you need mage XP, then necks are like a million times better than anything else for barraging. If you want, if it has to be a Slayer monster, then I'd probably stick to necks. I got Eternal Gem and Heart real quick. Can I have him? I'll still hop on for time for reasons. By no means is it comparable to Destiny or Warframe. For reasons, this guy said. The game may be dog shit, but I haven't figured out how to Google the word boobies yet, so I'll play it from time to time. For Mage XP, you gotta spam Cure Me at Araxites. I saw Mammal doing that in one of his videos. Oh, this Mage XP is actually pretty good. It is like 13 mil XP an hour or something. Did you guys know that when Charge first came into the game, it didn't have a cooldown for the God spells? And although it costed a fuck ton of money because blood runes were actually few and far
Level
between
up.
back then,
Completed.
people were spamming it for like 1,000,000 XP per hour in game. They had to add a timer like the next day. $24 million fire making XP coming up. The devs really know how to combine some polygons. That's not even the devs doing that, bro. That's the artist doing that. The Storm's angry, bro. All right. We're getting close to the 25 mil XP mark. We can go pull and see if we get the boots. All I'm doing for farming is mahogany trees. Yeah, what do you got, like 250k XP drop or 320k or something like that? Yeah, mahoganies are insane. I still need to get 2 more levels so I can plant the redwood. And then we'll see some jumbo juicy XP drops from the redwood. I just finished the 10 farming contracts yesterday. Now I just need to do 40 more. God bless. Did you see they addressed mahogany trees for the new wood cutting update for RS3? A new wood cutting update? Doesn't everybody just camp ivy and call it quits? I remember when I played, when that was like pre-EOC, ivy was like the #1 spot for people for wood cutting. My God, stop turning my thing off. Need to put logs in there, you butt cheek. 93 farming, mostly from mahogs. I've been slacking so hard on farming. I neglected it so much. I finally got my first calquat seed yesterday too. So I planted and checked that before bed. Burn 200 redwood logs. I think I did that. Did you claim your combat task lamps from the sage? No, I have not. I have not. I'm missing out on some serious mining XP or runecrafting XP. I don't know what I'd want to put it in. Maybe I'll hold off on reclaiming them until I start grinding this shit, and then I realize what I need to lamp. Probably gonna be runecrafting, I'm not gonna lie. If I can get runecrafting to the point where I can do bloods, and so you got 77, yeah, exactly. And then TRing to the True Blood altar becomes a lot more viable than fucking doing nature runes until that point. RC is probably not a bad call. I mean, mining is free. Like, all I gotta do, once I get to the point where I'm running out of AFK things to do, then I'll probably start shooting stars. But there's still plenty of time before I run out. I still gotta get 50 mil fishing. Cooking will get done along the way. I just got 35 mil. I gotta keep on redwoods till I'm done woodcutting. At 77 RC, you can do some mining. Oh, I can do Zaya RC.